Well, and as Evan mentioned, it's just not the storms out there. We also have extreme heat we're dealing with. Again, there is an excessive heat warning in place for the region, and that is a big problem for some people at a Chesapeake apartment complex where residents say the air conditioning isn't working well. Ann Sparacco is live for us there tonight. And Ann, what are people out there telling you?
Well, David, a resident at the Hideaway at Greenbrier, tells us she noticed her air conditioning stopped working back in April. Since then, she says she still cannot seem to get maintenance to fix the problem. But she says the simple discomfort of the heat is the least of her concerns.
Last night, it was so bad, I had to actually go sleep in my car. I took my dog, and we just slept in the car for a few hours just to stay cool for a little bit.
With lights off, curtains drawn, and several fans blowing, Melissa Spellman is finding any way to keep her Chesapeake apartment cool after she says her air conditioning broke in April.
They said it was the AC compressor. They said it was back ordered, so it would take a while for it to come in. So, April runs out, we run into May, still no AC, and now I get worried because we're entering July and August, the hottest months.
Spellman lives at the Hideaway at Greenbrier Apartments, where she says some of her neighbors are also dealing with similar issues. Now, with the excessive heat advisory across Hampton Roads, the problem is only going up in numbers. But Spellman says her bigger concern is her father, who is temporarily staying with her.
Because my dad has kidney failure. He's going to dialysis 3 times a week. He can't be in these temperatures. I'm diabetic. I sleep with a sleep apnea machine. I actually can't use it in there because it's so uncomfortable being hot.
We spoke with workers at the complex. They tell us they are aware of the problem with some apartment units and are working to get contractors in as soon as possible. Spellman says she and her neighbors just want managers with the apartment complex to find a solution before the heat gets worse.
I was so worried last night. I was stressing out. What are we going to do?
We also asked the workers why it's taken this long for any of the residents to receive help from the apartment complex. The workers told us they could not make any additional comments. Live in Chesapeake, I'm Ann Sparacco for 13 News Now.
And Spellman says she likely will stay with family during the day to stay cool. She says she and some of her neighbors contacted the company which owns the property, but say they have not gotten a response.